bro, because it's like, bro, you every time, like,
I thought
every
you
time, every time you say something, bro, Mojo says some smart ass shit. It's just be funny as shit, bro.
It
Someone
be
got
you. What are you talking about?
You know
It
what's,
be
bro?
you.
First off, bro.
He
First off,
said-
bro, why are you talking to me while taking this shit, bro? Like, why are you talking to me, bro? Like,
Yo.
bro, get you the fucking mic, bro.
Hornet's nest that was on the side of my house, right? So the bees instantly are riled up. And mind you, to get to the trash can, you got to go down this bad hill. So it wasn't no just.
Medical advice. It was Jeffrey. Put the spoon in the freezer.
I remember them days.
That's what it was.
Spin the block. Thank you for the doc. I'm about to spin the block.
For the
Thank
what?
you for the what?
For the what?
The nigga on the hood AI, he was like, thank you for the Glock. I'm about to spin the block.
That ain't what you said.
All right, y'all. We have here E on the show. About to get interviewed. About to get some questions going on. You ready?
Yep.
All right. So, when you first meet a guy, how do you decide if he's going to be a friend, more than a friend, and more importantly, when do you decide? Because
And is a living thing.
Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. He live on the sun.
Exactly, bro. Exactly, bro. Aliens, bro. Who knows, bro? We might have some. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
it's a
bro.
couple of aliens up there.
And that's what they might be talking. You know what I'm saying? Might be hearing some shit like that in the background.
This nigga Luke is the greatest and the worst all that time.
Real
Like,
shit, bro.
he is the alien. He's Morpheus.
Oh, I never mean.
Going like, yo, I gotta pee. Like,
I don't want to
what?
imagine it.
That's fucking.
Anything that's not Earth is a planet.
What?
Anything that's not Earth is a planet. You heard it
Boop.
here.
Yeah, we heard it. Mm-hmm.
Case closed. Boop has solved the problem. Yo. What up? Monkey said. Can't hear you.
I can hear you. Fuck. There's like something on your end. Did you unmute something?
Huh?
Did you unmute something?
Am I what?
I said, did you unmute something on your side? Because now I can hear everything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you.
That's so weird. That's so weird because now I can hear all my sound out of nowhere. It just turned on. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh,
Scared
I
the
didn't.
shit out of me.
I didn't turn. I can't.
That's so crazy, bro. Now I can hear everything.
What up, Leak?
Just-
What you mean you can hear everything?
Woo!
What's up, baby? What you mean you can hear everything?
Couldn't hear nothing. That's I know y'all heard me saying I can't hear y'all.
You can hear us now?
Yeah. We talking now. I was talking to you. I was like saying my shit is fucked up. I was like, what the hell? Fucking stupid shit. No, I knew I said like this funny today.
All right. Welcome, y'all. What's up, Leak? What's up, baby? I figure we pick up where we left off last night. Things are intensifying in Palestine.
Oh yeah, people are getting canceled and banned off of this shit.
Oh yeah, really?
Oh, one person in particular that's funny that I followed up on. Do you guys know who Mia Khalifa is?
Yeah. The
Yeah,
porn
she's
star.
a porn star. Yeah, famous. Became famous, internet famous porn star. And I think she sides with the Palestinians though.
and
She
people were
should.
going
She's
crazy.
Palestinian. She's not Israeli.
Huh?
She should. She's Palestinian. She's like Muslim. She's not Israeli.
She's a Palestinian porn star.
Yeah, she's a Arabian porn
Yeah.
star. I think I don't know where she's from. She's from
Well,
Palestine
she came to America and did all this stuff.
yeah. I'm not sure if her lineage is Palestinian or what, but yeah, she's Middle Eastern.
I'm sure they not all right with that.
What?
Oh yeah, the whole porn thing. Yeah, they made her threats to her. They were gonna kill her and all that stuff. Like,
You know, it's crazy though. There's a lot of Middle Eastern men who love her.
Nah.
Mm-hmm. They don't tell you that.
Complete opposite.
Well, I'm sure secretly, you know, underneath their sin, they not outwardly loving her.
Nah, not in their country, but
one of her major scenes was her wearing a hijab and stuff and some crazy shit.
What happened?
I said some of her scenes include when she's having sex and shit, she's wearing like a hijab on. You know, like what I guess they wear over there, whatever.
She is Lebanese.
Wild over that shit.
Oh, she's from Lebanon. But even still, that's a Muslim country over there. I know that. But anyway, he got canceled. Okay. Who canceled her?
She was born in
Beirut. A lot of people are not, I guess, not liking what side she's taking or something like that.
Says in 2014 she became the most searched adult star on Pornhub. In 2015 she receives death threats for wearing a hijab in a scene. In 2017 she co-hosts a sports show. And then in 2019 she claims she only made $12,000 from all her adult films.
I guess she's tripping. Nah, people were going on her like she's been in the news like a few times. Yeah, like she's almost been canceled before. I forgot why though. That other reason before this one, but yeah, she doesn't have a good reputation. Like she went from like uphill to like real downhill in her career, and she's not good at anything else. I don't think so. So.
You talking about Playboy canceled her? Is that what you're talking about?
No, Playboy didn't cancel her.
Yeah, they did. Playboy fires Mia Khalifa after porn star expressed support for Hamas.
Okay.
So,
damn.
So Hamas is who we supposed to root against?
I guess.
Right, I guess. I mean, it sounds like.
Well, Hamas has been labeled a terrorist group. They have. Even before all of this, they were considered. You know, they talked about being a terrorist group. But
yeah,
I could agree with. I don't think they represent everybody in the same way. I don't think that the guys in the ISIS guys, yeah, they don't represent all, because they terrorizing their own people when you look at it.
I mean, and the thing is, the Hamas is the ones who launched the attack. Apparently, they were the one who like.
Yeah, but they've been getting attacked. I think this just succeeded. I think because if you can easily look on YouTube at the videos of that Iron Curtain that Zia was talking about. That's like just shoots the missiles out the skies and don't let nothing get close. So something must have happened.
Yeah.
Should the world mind their business though?
Yes.
You said should what?
Should the world mind their business?
Yes, they should.
I mean, I think we already were. It's just now it's on social media, it's on videos now. Everybody can see it for themselves.
The world wasn't minding their business. As soon as that shit took off, motherfuckers was chiming in.
Picking sides.
Everybody.
Oh yeah, well that whole picking side thing, they're not minding our business.
I absolutely think the world should shut the fuck up and mind their motherfucking business. I seen another like TikTok fucking personality, or they call them influencers now. Like it's just anybody. That can be anybody. But she posted some shit, and it made a whole lot of sense to me, because it was like, if you are an Israeli and don't have any like actual ties to Israel, and you never made one fucking ounce of noise or protested or said anything negative about all the other bombings that have happened at the Gaza Strip, the kidnapping and the murder of young Palestinian children and Palestinian men and wives, and the attacks on civilian Palestinians that Israel has been complicit in for decades, don't say shit about what Hamas is doing. Shut the fuck up. Something to that extent. And I'm like, I agree 100%. 100%. And I'm not coming at Israel, and I'm not a president. I'm not a prime minister. I'm not a head of a nation. I don't have that responsibility on my shoulders. I am responsible for people in a sense. At my job, I negotiate contracts and I argue beefs and shit for people. And if I fuck up, sometimes people don't get paid. They don't get paid right. People could lose their job, shit like that. So there is a level of responsibility to what I do, but nothing on that scale. So I can't speak like I'm a prime minister or president. I had to make decisions for millions or hundreds of millions of people or anything like that. But like this one man's freedom fighter is another man's terrorist.
Always.
In the U.S., if you ask some of the people in these territories, you ask people from Hamas, you ask Middle Eastern people, you ask, and not even terrorists, but if you ask some civilians from Iraq and Afghanistan who the biggest terrorist is, that they'll know, they'll tell you George Bush, Barack Obama. They'll name U.S. presidents, because to them, that's they're terrorists. They're like, yo, you're causing terror. You're not just bombing these terrorist fractions, you're bombing the civilian areas that you say are harboring them. These motherfuckers aren't harboring them. They have no choice. That's like the military moving in and saying, we going to chill up here. And the civilian population saying, nah, fuck that. Get the fuck out of here. You can't stop them. They got guns and shit. They're trained. They're going to do what the fuck they want. Big money take little money kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is.
They're scared as shit.
But we didn't care. I remember watching the videos and seeing thousands of Afghani citizens, regular non-military citizens, dying in these bombings after 9/11. And the arguments that were made, Dick Cheney said it himself at one point, like, these people are harboring these terrorists. No, the fuck they're not. They don't have a choice. Not to mention, a lot of these people are their families, their cousins. If you have a cousin, a brother, uncle, whoever, who does some shit, you don't agree with what he does. But you don't just turn your back on him. You may tell him, I'm not fucking with you. I'm not going out to do what you do. But I'm not necessarily going to turn my back on you. You need a place to sleep. Yeah, I'll put you up in the bed in the back room. You bring any trouble here, it's on you. But it ain't like they was going door to door, knocking on doors and nah, they was just dropping bombs. It's fucked up. I know I went off on a little tear, but I don't feel like anybody, Western, anybody in any part of the world has any right or room to fucking speak on what's going on. Because again, one man's freedom fighter is another man's terrorist, and we have done and committed ridiculous acts of atrocity in the name of freedom or whatever else we tried to say it was for, like, while at the same time not giving everybody their due freedom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, think of the civil rights movement. America became a country in 1766. The civil rights movement happened literally 200 fucking years later. So for 200 years, America was still enslaving or heavily discriminating against, which is basically, in my opinion, another form of fucking slavery or servitude, a specific population of its people, or a specific group of its population, I should say. So we don't have the right to sit here and like, what are we doing to these people? What?
Is that America's way of trying to like atone for their sins for what they do?
Nah.
I'm not saying it's a good atonement. I'm just saying, like, for them to run around and try to be the super saver nigga for everybody.
In my opinion, it's a don't look at my sins. It's a don't watch the left hand. It's a don't look at the right hand while the left hand is doing something. Or look at my right hand while my left hand is robbing you kind of shit. Like don't pay attention. It's the fake out. We did all these things and now we act like we have some type of moral ground to stand on. This country was founded on stolen fucking land.
and they still in the land. look at what Oprah and The Rock was doing over in Maui.
Like, come on. Who the fuck are we as a nation? Who are we to judge other nations for the trials and shit they've gone through? We've been a country for like 300 years. We've been at war for like 275 of them. Why is that?
They got it on wrongful terms. They didn't rightfully get it. Nobody said, "Hey, look, I lost that bet. I bet the country. You won the country. All right, it's yours." They still fighting against. They're still fighting against it, and this right here, this war between Palestine, war in Palestine, it ain't even done yet. That shit gonna spread over to the rest of the world. The Israelis are hated by so many people all around the world.
Israel's a motherfucker, like America, like America.
And if you think about their conception, they are a baby. They are infants still when it comes to countries.
Who, Israel?
Yeah.
Yeah, but their heritage and their culture has been around for a while.
That is true. I ain't gonna argue that. But Israel still, if you go to the ancient form of it, it was in Canaan. That's the land they fighting over right now. It wasn't their land. It was taken back then too.
That's what's crazy. You know what's funny you say that. I was thinking about this shit too, right? On the way here. Not on the way here, but earlier today, thinking about the attacks and how we got sidetracked last night about it, and I figured we was gonna talk about it tonight. But I found that so fucking funny and odd, right? Americans, when Muslims bomb America, white Americans get, they're trying to take our country, but we gotta take our country back. Like, white Americans are so gung-ho about this, our country, we gotta take our country back and kick them out of our country. And it's not just white Americans. There are Americans of every race, creed, color, nationality who are like that. But you see it, you definitely see it heavy, in my opinion, the white American population. And it is what it is. But I find that funny because it's like it's like we have to defend our land and defend what's ours so strong, but it's like it wasn't yours to begin with. The only reason why it wasn't was because the people who were here didn't defend it. And not that they didn't defend it, they didn't know it was being stolen like that. They were like, yeah, this land isn't ours. Nobody lives here. Nobody lives here? Nobody owns it? Well, we do now. And it's like, nah, this is supposed to be for everybody. That's not how it is. And then suddenly now you got guns and you're using this military to basically take shit that's not yours, shit you don't need. Manifest destiny. You need a whole country. Population wasn't big enough to support that shit back then. But that's what the fuck you needed and wanted. And it's the same thing with Israel. You look at Israel, you go back to the Torah. If you follow the Israelis' history of how they found Egypt or Israel, go to just read the Torah. It wasn't theirs. They didn't discover that land.
No. They lived there. It don't lie about that though. They lived there.
Yeah.
Well,
there were other people there too, and it wasn't there. Like, they took it from other people.
Well, they didn't really take it, but it was inherited to them. But it was my point in saying that it wasn't Israel in the beginning. It was Canaan.
They took it. They had to fight for them lands.
No, they didn't.
What?
No, they didn't.
To get there, they did. They fought in the surrounding areas. It wasn't just there.
No, it was. Yes, it was. It was. It was given. They bought it. Let's just say they bought it.
Fight for it?
Huh?
From who?
You said they didn't have to fight for it, or they did?
They had wars there after the fact, but it wasn't based on them fighting it.
They had wars to get there.
They didn't have anybody. They didn't have. No, they didn't.
They fought to get there.
Yeah, they fought their own things that they went through, but they didn't fight against no people to get there.
They fought against tribes. Yeah, they did.
No, they didn't.
Bro, the whole story of Joshua.
All right, take it back. I take it back. They did. They fought. They did go into. They were commanded to go into places. They was commanded to go around places and avoid certain.
Yeah,
places.
it wasn't. Yeah, it was played with a buddy.
But they wasn't there yet. Those wars happened on the way to there.
But that was to get there. Yeah, to get to this land, we gotta kill other people. It wasn't just like, hey, this is here. Y'all could just go and settle this.
You talk about a million people walking up on your town. You better have your arms up when they come to the door. You don't know what they're coming to do.
That's what I'm saying. This shit wasn't just like, hey, this whole spot, y'all could just get there. No, there was bloodshed to get to that land. And in my opinion, that's the same thing. Even if it wasn't somebody sitting on that exact spot when you got there saying, hey, this is mine, and you kick them off of it. If you go around and you got to attack other people to get there, to me, that's the same thing as attacking the people who were there. That shit wasn't just given to you. You had to wait.
You had to fight on the way there. That's like saying, on my way to the corner store, I had to fight three guys on the way there. I ain't had to fight at the corner store. I had to fight on the way there.
That's wild. If I had to fight 3 niggas on the way
But
to
see, but to get to the corner store, to claim what was mine, I had to fight. It wasn't just given.
But I ain't had to fight at the corner store. I had to fight to get to the corner store.
But I still had to take some shit from somebody to get there.
Yeah.
I still had to take some shit from somebody to get there. I had to take, whether it was land, whether it was your life, freedom, whatever it was, I had to take something from you to get there. It wasn't just like I could just walk there free. That's it. And that's what people, that's what bugs me out too. Like, you can't, Israel's a warring nation too, and nothing wrong with that. The Hebrews originally were soldiers. People don't, like, they weren't fucking, like, we think of the weak Jew now, but nah, historically, them niggas was fighters, fierce fighters.
They always was fighters, and they only got taken away when they got comfortable. When they got comfortable and was chilling, that's when niggas was able to get at them. When they had conquered everybody they thought they had to conquer, they got to chill and got comfortable. Then that's when they came out of nowhere.
Give them that. Them niggas was fighters. But that, again, that should tell you something. If everything you get is pretty much earned through war or bloodshed, did you really earn it? I mean, not to say you didn't earn it, but like,
I mean, if that's the way the world is, if the world is war, if the world is fighting for what you want, because if you don't, somebody will come and take it. Then we just got to accept that that's the way that it is.
And if that's what it is, should anybody really show support for anybody out there getting bombed or fucked with or none of that? It's just that
you should fight for your tribe.
That's it, right? What I'm saying is, if your tribe is being attacked, should all the other tribes show up prayers for your tribe, support for your tribe, let's send some aid?
If you got allies and they want to come and help you, that's cool. But an ally today ain't what an ally was back then.
No. And I'm not talking about having an ally or a friend. I'm talking about you being seen as a victim here, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, this is such a terrible shit that's happening to you." If this is the way of the world, you got to where you got through war and bloodshed, and now it's happening to you, and it's suddenly, oh, this is so fucked up. This is crazy, right? Well, my point is should we look at it? Should we really look at it like, oh, it's so fucked up or it's crazy? Or should we just look at it like, yo, this is just the way the world is?
I think it's a little bit of both. But I think that you should fight for your tribe. I think that's where a lot of confusion comes from now, because America don't have a tribe. America is a melting pot of the whole world. So it always brings up tension, because even though I'm not there, I might have a dog in that fight. And it don't matter what nationality you are, because even white people will tell you, I'm Irish, I'm British or whatever. They'll tell you where they're from. You know what I mean? They'll tell you where their family come from. So they got a dog in the fight all the time. They really do. That's why I say, do they really stay out of it? Because them cut, they may be related to those people. Them are their cousins. And then you also got to think about what, as a result of them being conquered, what comes after that? What comes after that? You scare away the wolf. And then what come after that? Like,
who are you talking about?
The wolf is needed in the ecosystem. Huh?
Are you talking about for Israel? Like if the Palestinians take over?
Yeah, what comes after that? The whole world sits by, let whatever happens. Let's just say that Israel loses. What happens after that? Are they going to go to war? Because that's going to mean they're going to go to war after that. The rest of the world is going to go to war with whoever is the people fighting.
And that shouldn't be. It should be like, yo, this is. I mean, in my opinion, and honestly, in my opinion, I look at it like it's a family fight. Like, the rest of the world just need to stay the fuck out of it and let them two brothers fight it out. Like, them niggas really, they live next to it. They your borders. You know what I'm saying? This doesn't even affect the rest of the world like that. We make it affect us. Like, I mean, and it does in terms of trade and shit, but you have to realize this is their dispute. They've been fighting this shit how long? How many centuries have they been beefing over there? Over religion? And shit like that, like, so
modern day fight it's been going on for like the last 40 years, something like that.
Oh no, they've been fighting over there for like a millennia.
Yeah,
for like 2 millennia.
The Crusades was a holy war.
Yeah.
But between the Muslims and the Christians. The Christians and the Muslims been fighting for forever.
Yeah, and Muslims and Jews have been at odds since forever. Like this isn't nothing new over there. Like I said, Israel isn't completely innocent at all. Palestine is, so let them fucking hash it out. Whoever wins, wins. And if they really go to it, and if it goes to one that turns into something ugly and they devastate the country, then that's you two dummies not figuring out that it's better to try to figure out a peaceful fucking solution.
Well, how do you figure out a solution to the problem that they have at hand? The problem that they have at hand isn't something that they can hash out without the Jews leaving. Their gripe with them is that they don't belong there. This is not your home. This is our home.
Doesn't see, and that. I take issue with that. If that's the Palestinian thought, then I think they're wrong to that extent. I can understand saying, "Hey, look, we control the shit. We don't want to live in oppression. We don't want to live," because Palestinians basically live under like Israel's version of the Jim Crow's laws for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, by some people that came a colonizing in 1948. Their complaint is that you all are not the people that should be living. Should leave.
What I'm saying is this: as close as the nations are, people live where they want to live, but don't interfere. Don't pass laws. Don't try to restrict. Don't try to oppress.
Stay there? If how could they stay there?
Just like the way America, the same way America is built.
Yeah, but America did something that they didn't do. That the Palestinians, that the Israelis didn't do. America's got rid of the people that was here. There's nobody to come and uprise against them.
But what I'm saying is, in terms of the amount of the different peoples that are here, everybody claims a stake to America. The fucked up thing is, I believe all land is literally the way the Native Americans thought. Nobody has a fucking claim to the land. This shit was here before us. I get you want to stake it out and say this is my territory. I understand territory. I own a home. I understand territory very much. Somebody come in, this is my home. I paid for it. I get that point, but like, yo, none of us really can lay claim to the bitch. The land feeds, nourishes, and erases all of us. And in time, we'll all go back to it. So
we leave our ideologies here.
What happened?
We leave our ideologies here. We leave our problems here. Even though we'll go back to it, we're not leaving before we let everybody else know that you die before you give up your land. It's not going to. It's just if it's like you said, and land ain't owned by nobody, then yeah, anybody can live anywhere. Ain't even no reason to have that argument if somebody want to come live in your house.
And that would be fucking weird.
I mean, you can't. There has to be some kind of laws of some kind of land and somebody has to be in charge of it and over it. It has to be. Or else, what's stopping somebody from coming and living in your house?
Right, so I'm saying, yeah, there's boundaries. When I'm saying, I understand that too. Like, hey, if I stake this out, if this is where me and my family set up, and no one else is here at the time, and we set up and we start living here, well, you respect that. Don't just walk into where me and my family are. But in terms of, if you want to set up shop right next to you, I shouldn't be like, nah, you can't do that. Like, I can't claim that spot.
That's like even when the colonizers came over here, though, they didn't always go to land where people was living at. The places where people was living at, yeah, they did fight those people for that part of land, but that wasn't everybody. Some people came here and they just took the land that they seen nobody on.
And that's fine. I'm not knocking them for that.
But
I'm not knocking them for doing that. Like, hey, I found somewhere where nobody else was. I staked it out. That's cool. What I'm talking about is you stake this area out and you live in this house. And then you got 1,000-acre farm that you run around and shooting people on, and nobody can grow or use shit on. They're like, oh, hold on, this is like this for everybody. How? If we gonna farm, let's all farm.
If it's for everybody, then your house for everybody. How can you defend? How can you defend?
Yes and no. Yes and no. You can etch out territories, but no one has a permanent or distinct claim to this land. We all have it. We all have the same claim. You're right. So technically, yeah, I built a house. You say, I should be able to just walk in your shit. But nah, I built this shelter on this particular spot for me and my family. I staked this one particular spot out so that my family could stay at a little bit of privacy. If you want to set up 2 fucking inches next to that, there's no one there already. You want to set up 2 inches next to that, go ahead, be my guest. That's on you.
But what if
And
they
we'll
want
respect
what you?
that and all that.
What if they want what you already did? They say it's a
All right,
lot easier to take what you got already because
But
you
I'm a
already.
but see, but look at that. You got to take what I've done. You're taking something. You're not just laying the claim and building your own. Now you're taking something. Now we start to have a problem. And it's not necessarily mine. Like I'm saying, hey, I own all of this. What I'm saying is I staked out this one shit. If you want to come and live in this one, well, let's work it out then.
All I'm saying is that it gets really sticky when you got that, when there's nobody to oversee it. Because even with that, right? Eventually,
the natives,
they realized that they had to have somebody to go to and say, look, this is my land. Like if something happens to my land, I need to be able to protect I need to be for you all to know that this part right here is mine and what I do on it is for me. There had to be somebody bigger for you to do that. If not, you had to create your own army, your own soldiers, whether it be your you have 30 sons and now they defend your land, shit like that. But you had to do that. You have to do that today.
Native Americans had it though. It wasn't our land. They had territory.
Most of them.
They had different tribes, but it wasn't. You asking if you would have talked to them about that. It wasn't so much that we own this land. No, we just live here.
But they fought the same fights that the colonizers fought.
We stake out a claim, but we just live here.
They had war. They wasn't all living here peaceful before the colonizers.
Oh, I know.
They had wars. They fought with each other.
They fought with each other and shit like that. Yeah.
You know, they did a lot of fucking fighting. They had a lot of different wars here before the colonizers got here. A lot of the reason why the colonizers were able to take over because they was able to play people against each other.
Yeah, they were smart. But the whole shit was the ideology, the thought process wasn't this is mine. We own this. This is ours. We are borrowing it. We're using it, but we don't own this.
At some point, does it become yours?
No, they never. That's in my opinion. I don't know. I don't think so. Like I think about their philosophy, and I'm like, I fucks with that. I don't think it necessarily at some point like, yo, this is mine. I own all of this. Well, this was here before me. Well, when I died, it'll be here after me. So do I really own it?
A lot of.
Or am I just using it and borrowing it for a little bit?
And I think the native people, they had that type of ideology because a lot of them were nomadic and they didn't just stay in one spot. You know what I mean? They would use up the resources in one spot, go to another spot that gives that old spot a chance to reflourish.
But there were some that were permanent. There were some northeast, northwest, and all throughout America, and they had this. They believe similar shit. I have Iroquois family. I know they thought the same shit. Like, yo, we live here, but this is not our we have our territory, and there's other tribes, and we war with other tribes. We believe different things or whatever. We have our beefs, but at the end of the day, the land belongs to all tribes, really. Even though we clash with this to use this piece of land or whatever, it still belongs to all tribes.
Well, they typically wasn't warring over land; they was warring over other things. They were warring over politics for the most part.
Most part, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't. We didn't need to clash over the land because we understood it belongs to everybody.
Plus, it was probably enough for everybody. They didn't have to fight. You know, they had enough resources where they didn't have to fight over it.
Well, it was something that they were fighting for. Well, the people who wanted to take over, like they were really just going after like one thing. They didn't care nothing else about the land.
And back then too, with natives, even the population was different. Europe and European cities, you huddle together, you come together for safety reasons, to strength in numbers. Early humans realized that. I feel safer with 10 of you than I do by myself because we can look out for each other. There's more people, whatever it is, what it is. But the idea of cities living on top of each other, shit like that. Well, not cities, but like living on top of each other like that. That's like European. In America and even in other parts of the world, people were a little bit more spaced out.
Well, they had their big cities where everybody went, at different times of the year, and they all and there. But
a lot of people didn't even live in them cities. People lived outside of the city.
Yeah, they lived outside of them. That's exactly the point. The city typically was for whatever government was power.
Business and commerce, yeah. But that's what I mean. Like, I just feel like the belief is different. Once things came into I own this is mine. Just for you to even be here, you got to pay a tax or a toll or some shit. I think that's where we started getting fucked up. Like, hold on. Should be able to go anywhere if we ever not have to pay to fucking to be here. If you're offering a service or something like that.
I mean, in a sense, they was offering a service, just like when when the government came and started to confiscate everybody gold, the service was, I'll protect your gold. They are.
That's not a service.
I mean,
that's cap.
It was capped, but I'm just saying they were offering a service.
That's a terrible example, nigga. No, they weren't.
But
they wasn't offering no
even
service.
taxes is a terrible service. That's a terrible service.
They were robbing niggas.
That's what they
taxes. Taxes are fucked up because not enough of them go to what they should go to. And politicians make, in my opinion, too high of a salary for the lack of a job that they do.
It's hard to trust a nigga holding the money.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It is. Especially when they get paid out of that same fucking pot.
Yeah, they got the ability to pay themselves. Like, no, it's hard to do that. Nobody can. No 10 people can have that job. No 100 people can have that job. It just couldn't work like that. That's why I think that if we are going to pay taxes, I should be able to decide where my taxes go. If you are going to take my money on my check, I should be able to say, well, this pothole in front of my street needs to be fixed. This is what I want my taxes to go to.
True.
Or it should be an immediate type shit, like even if I don't designate it, maybe then in my area we all vote on it. Like there's certain issues that need to be taken care of, and we take a vote. The top 10 most dire shit, and our property taxes and all that goes to take care of that list that we've compiled as a community. This is the shit we need to take care of, kind of shit.
It'll get done because it ain't nobody. All that money going to what it's supposed to go to.
Yeah,
we paying the people we need to pay. There ain't no one person holding that money. But you got to pay, your dues. What dues you got to pay?
Yeah, it ain't one guy look at a woman looking at it and deciding, well, all right, I've got this whole nut of money, and where should I best spend it? Not only do I want to get shit done, but I also want to look good politically, and I can spend it here, and even though it's only a little bit, it'll look like I'm getting a whole lot done. Where even if it's a little bit of money, that might be better spent somewhere else. I digress.
You should vote with your own.
We're back to Israel, man. Oh, as fucked up as it sounds, and I feel bad for any innocent people getting fucked up. But as a whole, I'm like, look, man, the Middle East has been at war for the longest fucking time. And like I said before, Israel isn't completely innocent. Maybe if they reconsidered the way they've treated Palestinians, especially on the Gaza Strip and shit like that, things might be reconsidered. I feel the same way about America. When we talk about terrorist attacks and we have to worry about it, I'm like, well, maybe if we got the fuck up out of some of these countries when we finish fighting wars for them or paying off their wars and shit like that and left them the fuck alone, we might not have to worry about that shit. We might even be able to travel freely through them, and they may even respect our belief. Like, yo, we gonna have a certain section for y'all. Terrorists, whatever, like tourism and all that shit, but certain areas you can't fuck with just because we might have had better relations because they were able to govern themselves or not. But the thing is, leaving the military base and trying to interfere with their politics hasn't necessarily stopped their politics. We've had to go to war to do that. We've literally had to go to war and remove people from power to do that.
Yeah, that's the only way you can do it. Because people don't just change their mind as easy as you would like them to. And even if they did, you still got to wonder if they'll go back to that. So you got to take that person that's in power out of power. Can't let them sit around. Even after you made certain threats to them, like that's why I understand why the United States does certain things, even though it be out of some stupidity sometimes. But I understand getting certain people out the way that are going to be a problem in the future. I understand that. I wouldn't. It's hard to hold. It's just hard to keep people around that is plotting. They plotting.
But that's the whole shit. It's like, nigga, stop fucking giving people the reason to plot.
Yeah, that's a fact.
It's too late. We neck deep in this shit. It's like we've been doing it since our inception. America is what it is. But if there was a way to kind of back, go ahead, Monkey.
What'd you say, Monkey?
Oh no, I said we're always like United States is always involved in everybody else's shit. Always.
Always.
Promise too much to people.
If there was a way for us to backtrack and start to scale shit down and fall back, I honestly think it would be better for Americans. We would have a much better relationship with the world. One, in terms of traveling or going places, we don't fucking need to. We have almost everything in terms of ecosystem and shit environment in the United States that you can find almost everywhere else. You can go up north, places Maine, New Hampshire, Washington State, like Minnesota, and when the wintertime and it's freezing cold and there's tons of snow if you want to ski. You go to places like Miami and Fort Lauderdale where you'll be hard pressed to see snow and shit like that. It's always gonna be warm. And you're gonna have tropical looking beaches. Like we don't look at Miami like it's a tropical looking beach, but it's tropical water. Believe it or not, it looks like tropical water. I've been to other tropical places. It looks the same with that turquoise green shit like that. That's the way the water looks. It's real clear right up close to the shore and shit, but we don't think about it like that because it's the United States. You know what I'm saying? We don't consider it, but if you actually stopped and thought about it, it's like, yo, everything that's in almost every other country, we have a similar spot or something close to it here. In terms of weather, the whole shit. So we don't necessarily need to leave. We had an abundance of natural resources. Greed, overpopulation, overuse has fucking destroyed a lot of that. But even oil, we don't need oil from foreign countries. We have enough of our own.
Yeah, but you know that's they got America has a hoarding mentality. They want to hoard all their own stuff so that when it do come down to it and the world cuts us off, because that's what's going to happen when the rest of the world cuts us off, we will be okay when they cut us off. We don't need their oil. Things that they have, we're more than capable of producing anything we need here. No reason for us to deal with anybody if we don't have to. But if I can use up your shit while at the same time
preserving mine,
and paying almost nothing to use your stuff, and then being able to still sell your stuff to my people and still make profits off of it, like why?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I mean, well, isn't there something that we can't produce at all that's over in different countries? Like,
yeah, but those things would just be luxury. They would go right back to what they was beforehand, and things were being shipped on boats and they wasn't moving frequently. They'd be a luxury. You only people that would have that would be able to pay them the money to have those things.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. Everybody don't want to give up. They don't want to give up their comfortability.
Yep.
That's a salute. That's like everybody.
And I was,
go ahead.
I don't.
You don't
want to give up my comforts.
If you had to, would you rough it? You just live with the bare minimum?
If I had to, I could. I grew up poor. I've been to prison. And I don't say that like on no hard shit or no flex or brag. I'm saying that I've been through situations where I didn't want to be. I'm used to not having a lot and that sometimes nothing at all kind of shit. So, yeah.
Because your children.
Nah, they'd find it fucking. I think so because they're my kids. My daughter, she's got me in her. So I feel like she's got the same survivor in her that I got in me, but it would definitely be tougher because she's not used to it. She hasn't had to experience that yet. I think she could.
I think that's what's going to be the problem there. Nobody's equipped to go back 75 years. Something simple as an EMP bomb could knock everything out and send us right back into.
I'm cool with that. I don't mind writing letters and using cursive shit again. And
oh man, it's gonna be wild though. That like I couldn't
I don't know everything on the internet. That's easy enough. Cause there's plenty of shit happening that you don't need to know about. Then
yeah, I agree.
Like I could do without the internet. It's just
let's start reading fucking books and novels and
like
going to see plays and shit like that. We still have automobiles. Because the first cars were built without computers, we'd still be able to build cars and drive and shit. They wouldn't have.
It'd take some time for somebody to refashion that.
I don't think so. I think people would be smart enough to backwards engineer. Plus, there's still classic cars around that don't have the modern computer systems in them. I think people would be able to figure that part out.
No, people would definitely be able to. People that own them already would be fine. You know what I mean? No question, they'll be fine. But for everybody else, there won't be the car companies are created by computers now. That's how they do it now. So
It wouldn't happen right away.
No, not at all right away.
It takes some time, but I think within the year there'd be a car company. There'd be some rich dude who'd be like, "All right, yo, this is a perfect fucking vacuum."
For those factories and stuff, they got closed down in the early 1900s. They would be, any of them are still up. They may not be particularly up and running, but it's a shell, it's a start. Those type of things would come back to being valuable.
Motherfuckers would start using steam systems, but they'd be much better because we'd be much more efficient. We know how to use it, and it'd be easy. I think people will be able to do it. The knowledge is still there. Like the books on how to do it aren't. Like if there was a fire that destroyed all of the books on top of it, yeah, we'd be fucked. But I think people would be able to do it, and I don't think it would take super long for a lot of shit. I think people would be able to figure some things out.
Communication will zero. People will take a long time to figure out.
That's what I was saying. Like that's gonna be the worst part about it. Like no one's gonna know shit.
Communication would travel or advance at the speed of transportation. It would basically how fast you can get one person from one spot to the next would be how fast you can communicate, because it would have to be by like handwritten letter and newspaper and shit like that. So
it would take a little while, because if something like that was to happen, you would have to get through all of the chaos that was going to happen after the lights went out.
Well, nothing would happen right away. It'd be chaos for a minute.
Well,
I'm talking about once we stop in chaos and people are like, all right, let's get our shit together.
Because it wouldn't be immediate, though. You're right. People will sit in their houses for a little while waiting to see if the light's gonna come back on. They wouldn't. Nobody would know what happened, so they're waiting for that to happen. Let's see if somebody gonna come. Give you 2 weeks of no lights coming. Start going out a little further, venturing outside their house. Chaos will come when people when the criminals realize nobody's coming.
I feel like the grid's gotta have a backup for that. Like, yo, if we get hit, we got a backup generator to kickstart this shit on in case that shit happens.
Generator gotta if it's a backup generator, that somebody gotta be there to flip the switch, because it can't be on no kind of computer system.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's got to be like somewhere where there's the people who know the code, and if that happens, they go in there and hit that shit. Pop. Okay, let's get this back started.
Because if they got a bunch of microchips stored somewhere inside of some kind of lead something, it don't matter what it is. Yeah, they could start putting things back together again. But it's the fact that there will be no microchips. They will all be burnt out.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure there's something like you got to think about that. If I'm a government, I would think, yeah, my information, especially cyber information, is the most valuable shit we got right now.
Yeah, but if power go out, that shit don't mean nothing. That shit don't mean nothing.
I mean, I was gonna say, you gotta think about it, like even the stoves won't work, because even if it's gas lit, but doesn't it still need the
My shit is gas, baby. Starter? My shit is gas.
Yeah, mine is too. But I'm saying, because don't you have to have the electric part of the stove that like
electricity is not the problem. You can still generate electricity. You won't have anything that operates on some kind of computer system. Anything that's automated.
An EMP would knock out anything if it's on. It's going to knock out the power of anything there. That doesn't mean that some of that shit can't get jump started again or started up.
Yeah, you can sit there and work on the chips, but then the chips that would be the most important would be the ones that would get priority. Nobody ain't going to be fucking rewiring their fucking PlayStation.
Nah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what it is. It knocks out the electricity. It doesn't mean like, hey, this basically whatever's there. I mean, that's how you know humans were electric. We're energy. Because if we were to stand in the blast, we'd fucking die. Yeah. Our brain would stop functioning. Our heart would stop working. We'd die. So anything that works on anything electrical is going to be knocked out. Anything that is attached to any computer system, that computer system gets knocked out. Everything attached to it is done. It's a wrap.
If you could turn it on and not.
Yeah, it's a wrap. That main computer ain't work. You got to get that back up.
or you have to have everything attached to it able to work independently. Like in the case that it doesn't get attached to it anymore, it can function even if it's at a minimum, autonomously. If not, then yeah, that shit's fucked. It's a wrap. You can turn it on all you want. That shit's just gonna power up and look back at you. Yeah, we ain't doing shit. Cause where we get our directions from and how we know how to work is down. So all I know how to do is look at you, show you that I'm on, but I ain't actually running.
The best you're gonna do is get a VCR to work or a DVD player to work.
Get a VCR to work without no power?
You can get power though. There's tons of way to get power.
You can create a battery.
You can battery. You can just put some dirt and some water in there. You can get a battery.
It's not like it destroys copper. We still have copper. We still have acids. We can create batteries.
Yeah, no, of course. No, I know we still got materials to make this
All
make
you need
this
is
happen.
a perpetual force. You can do that. You can create energy with a stream.
Yeah, shit, nigga, ride a bike.
Yeah. You can do
ride
it.
a bike. Stationary bike could create energy. I mean, yeah, that's that. Yeah.
But it won't be automated. Somebody would have to be making it happen. Something would have to be making it work.
Until we can get back to the point like you said, where chips are fixed and now we can re-automate shit.
But we would only get the important shit.
When you think about it, though, you think about how fast technology advanced. I don't know. A part of me feels like, yeah, we would be all right. Because we know how to do it now. I think it wouldn't take 75 years again.
We'd lose a lot of those. See, the thing is, a lot of the people that are able to conceptualize the things that we talking about, we'd lose them in the first 2 months during chaos. They wouldn't have. So? I think they wouldn't be able. They wouldn't be equipped to survive that. They wouldn't.
Why?
Because if you look at the kind of person that is the kind of person, you got the builder and then you got the architect, right? The builder is more equipped to fight than the architect.
I understand that. The builder's lifting the blocks. He's more. I understand what you're saying. The architect's the thinker. He's the Bill Gates. Yeah, he's the nerd.
So in that situation, they would be the weaker person in that chaos environment. They're the weaker person. And if they can't get somewhere where they're protected by somebody or they can hide, we're gonna lose a lot of those people. Not all. We're gonna lose a lot of those people.
See, that's the thing. I think they're smart, so I think they would know how to negotiate and play the way out of it. And 2, I would hope that whoever builders are, like, you'd be smart enough to say, hey, wait, we're not really going to do nothing to them. You're not going to be the super rich dude who'll be the boss like that no more because we'll fuck you up. But we recognize we need your brain. You thinking shit.
I ain't even talking about the ones we know already. I'm talking about the ones that we don't know. The ones that can be birthed from that environment. You know what I mean? I'm talking about the ones that we don't know, that after the ones that we are sure smart, the Zuckerbergs, I ain't gonna say. I'm about to say Stephen Hawking, but I'm like say Stephen Hawking. But those people wouldn't. Those people would pass. You know what I mean? But there are some people that are low level, may not be as old right now, that will be able to figure out the problems, be able to solve the problems, and a lot of those people in that chaos.
You think so?
Yeah.
May not.
It's gonna be survival of the fittest.
What up, Moiko? But that's what I mean. They're fit. They're smart. They can use. I think they would be smart enough to use their heads to survive as well. Strength is one thing. Absolutely. And in those times, physical strength does mean a lot. But the ability to think, how often throughout history has a physically weaker man used his brain and intelligence to gain the upper hand and actually put himself in a position where he can't be touched?
That is true.
More often than not.
That weak man was trying to portray himself as a strong man to get to that area.
Maybe not. Maybe he used his weakness or perceived weakness as an advantage.
That's an exception to the rule, and that's why we even talking about him, because he is an exception to the rule. That'd be one. But that may be all we need is one. I mean, I wouldn't.
And the chaos, a few more may be able to survive. Hey, hold on, y'all don't want to do this. I know how to do this, that, and the third.
Yeah, if you fast enough. But I'm just saying, in them purge moments where everybody just running around and it's chaos, you don't know that nigga smart. You don't know that he's got the solution to how to grow food, and you don't got to do shit. You don't know that. He a regular nigga running around in the street who is just as a threat as you are. You don't know he weak.
It would be a minute though. We would figure it out because again, it wouldn't just happen right away. We would have resources still. People wouldn't start starving right away, type shit. Like, excuse me.
Well, they're gonna click up first before they get to that starving point. They're gonna click up the same way they did with
people
COVID.
would still be eating and shit like that and all that, and then people would start. And I think through that, you would realize, okay, we might need to protect this guy. He's weak, but he's one of the smartest ones in the squad, kind of shit.
Yeah.
I honestly think we'd be all right now. It would suck,
so.
And it would be somewhat of a purge. Things would be crazy, but we also got militaries, and there's people who believe like no matter what, the world goes to chaos and shit. I'm still following this order and this hierarchy, and government kind of shit. So we're gonna go with that. Because if that shit happens and the military still, the military's the military, and they decide they're gonna listen to the press and do that shit, well, that nigga's gonna run shit. Because, well,
I think that's where the false order would come in, because I think that you're gonna have different factions of the military that's gonna break off and branch off. Once the country not a country no more. You know what I mean? Once there's no president, once there's no president they listening to. Like if that shit was happening today, I don't think anybody listening to Joe Biden.
No, listen to Joe Biden. Man, what?
You can't tell me the lights was off before this happened, nigga.
Huh? You said what?
He said the lights was off before this happened, nigga. Oh man.
So nobody's not gonna form up behind him and listen. So we're gonna you may not like the guy, but I think that Trump can rally up a good amount of people if something like that was to happen.
Hell yeah, he could, bro. How much support he got?
He could.
People
I would tell it'd be the worst though.
That would be the worst. Oh, I'm not saying it'd be a good thing.
I'm
saying it'd be a good thing.
Holy shit. And that's not even like, oh, he's terrible. I hate no, we would be fucked. Not for nothing. This ain't got nothing to do with Trump support. I'm not knocking anybody who wants to vote, but just you gotta realize in that time, like, oh, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
It's a wrap. He's a nepo baby for people. He's the smartest guy. Now he went to great schools, got great educations. Give him that. He's not stupid.
Baby.
He's not, but he is.
Right? He is.
Stupid, but he is.
Everything about him.
He's been handed. So I'm like, nah, like that. Not that guy. Find somebody else. Even if it's got to be some great white hope, fine. But just he's not it. Not him. Like if that's what it had to be in America because of whatever reason, fine. But nah, not that dude.
So who would you rally behind?
Please.
Who would you rally behind?
Who would I rally behind in
midst of a post-apocalyptic event?
Who
do you see being able to command enough people?
I mean,
that's hard. That's kind of a hard question because I mean, it's not like somebody specific around
Colin
this area.
Colin Powell.
I wish he ran for president. Colin Powell.
I don't know. I don't think it's going to be anybody in that realm of the world.
I'm about to say, is it not going to? I was going to say, you sure it's going to be?
It might be somebody who rises from the obscurity, but if Colin Powell's stepped up and I'm like, you're a general. I fucks with you.
Yeah, I'd give him a listen. I would. But I think that the people that they're going to rally behind going to be these social media influencers.
That would be the dumbest shit in the fucking world.
You ain't lying.
That would be the dumbest shit in the world. I mean, the kids got to know these kids aren't educated. Like, they follow them, but they know they're not smart. Like,
no, they don't know that.
That would be the dumbest shit in the world. That would be the dumbest shit in the world.
I see Beyonce and Kim Kardashian becoming queens of the United States. Queen of the East, queen of the West.
Oh, no.
Oh, Lord. That'd be so good.
Who would be the queen of the South?
You know what? That fandom shit. Yeah, it would be like a lot of people that will rally behind their favorite person. Like, oh, God.
I see.
That's sickening.
I see Logan Paul becoming a king or wherever he lives.
Oh, hell no.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck you see, but I don't see what you see. I don't want to see what you see, nigga.
I don't want to see it either. I don't want to see it either. But who would these kids rally around? We old niggas now, as far as that goes. It's way more of them than us.
They rally around these, nigga. They
Oh.
rally around these, nigga.
It's gonna be sweaty there.
Nah, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Like, that's a good question. I don't know who the parent, whoever they're closer to. In all honesty, in my honest to God opinion, I think if that should happen, I think they're not equipped to handle it. A lot of younger children are not equipped, so I think that they are even like younger adults. So I think that they would go to lean on their parents and listen. Hey, mom, who do I talk to? What do I do? And they would follow what their parents say.
I think dads will become more popular.
Oh, of course. You're gonna look to a strong male figure. Because even if that nigga's wrong, if he tells you some wrong shit, but he says it in a stern voice and sounds like he believes exactly what he's telling you, you gonna do that shit without question.
This nigga Mojo.
Yes, sir.
Say what, Monkey?
I said that man's Mojo has done that shit so many fucking times.
He be sunning you, monkey.
Oh, bro, this nigga, man, he would make up a story, bro, and it would make, man, you would think this nigga is not lying, and then he'll be like at the end, he's like, "No, I'm just kidding, I made that all up." I'm
First
like,
of all,
bro,
nigga, that should be so outrageous. I'd be like, how you let me tell it this long? Like, I'm only gonna keep talking as long as you let me, but nigga, not one time did you look at me with the bullshit eye? Well, all right, let's see how far it goes then.
no, if there'd be other people who, if they were listening to the same conversation, they'll be like, really? They'll be over there like intrigued too, like a motherfucker. It's the way that you say it.
I don't know. There's a couple times I heard him say some bogus shit and people believed him, and I'm like, really? And he'll start laughing when I say, because like,
I remember we was playing. What's that game?
Oh yeah.
And you was so mad. You like.
I'm like, nah. I'm like, yo, I'm about to shit. I'm like, yo, we're good. Everybody's dead. Like, I did the math. He's dead. Come on. He like, nah. You gotta. I'm like, yo, are you serious? Like, he's Jelly out there still like, no. I'm like, you're trying to shoot me. You can't. You can't kill me. We can't kill each other. We need each other. We gotta go.
Bro, that shit was hilarious.
I hopped out the vent. She was still in the game. Like, where did he go? Where, Jelly, bring your ass, goddamn. And then she finally came to the exit. Like, shit.
That was forever. Is that a clip?
But I just seen that shit. I just seen him tell stuff like, word, yeah, I believe you. And I'm like, why? I know he's not telling the truth. Ain't no way. Yeah, he was kind of convincing because he was just fucking saying it like it's nothing. But no, that really didn't happen.
This man's Mojo is too good.
You just got to look at the situation. Plus, that's the thing. Like,
accused, yeah.
If you say something and without hesitation, he don't even take a second to think, just says something right after. It's probably some shit he made up. Like, he didn't register what you said. This nigga was making up his story as you was talking.
Nah, this man's really.
You like that? He like, yeah, because there's a lie. Like, oh, he didn't think about that shit.
And sometimes a nigga give me points to the story to add to it. Like, yeah, and that happened, right, nigga? Yeah. You add on to the story.
I seen that a couple times. Like, this nigga got niggas convinced. They like, come on, for real? Like, oh man.
Nah, man.
I don't even know how I know anymore. I'm just like, no, I know he's fucking with you.
Nah, he's just very professional. But
I get convinced when he keep going on for me. I'm like, damn, he really gonna let it go that long? He might be serious. Shit.
Yeah, see,
I'm like,
that's
you
why I
for
keep
real?
going. Yeah, I know I don't get that much information. It be straight to the point.
Nah, it's just because you keep trying to explain it, and then it'll make it sound like you're like doing it, willingly or
remember I told Monkey.
What you about to tell?
I told Monkey that I believe that everybody else is a program, and like the Truman Show, everybody else is center. I'm the center of everything. And every time he tried to convince me that he was, I'm like, bruh, that's exactly what somebody who was trying to convince me would say. It's nothing you can say.
You not bullshitting me the whole time. I thought you was serious about that shit, bro.
I mean, I really do think that, but
see that's what I'm saying. Hold up.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't, monkey. Why you see? That easy, just that easy.
You got me convinced like a motherfucker that he
just that easy. And you were like, he does. No, he doesn't. We just talked about this. We literally just talked about this.
Nah. Can't be. Nah, this can't be happening.
He does not believe that at all. He knows that's not true.
Nah, this nigga would have me bug the fuck out. We went to an IHOP, right? He was like, yeah, this one time I walked in a restaurant and I was like talking about this stuff. And, you know, all I know is that when I was talking about it, everybody got quiet and was just staring at me. And he's like, every time I go in there.
That really happened, though.
No.
Yeah, that really happened.
Scary, though. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, that really happened.
That really happened, though. See, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, now, like.
What happened? He said he walked to the restaurant and everybody got quiet.
I was in the restaurant. We was talking on the. I was on the phone. I was with all my family, and I don't know what we was talking. We might have been talking about some conspiracy stuff. And when I looked up around the restaurant, everybody in the restaurant was looking at me.
The whole restaurant?
Well, I can't say the whole restaurant, but the people that was in my eyesight on the road that we was in, everybody was looking at me. And even when I looked up, like my baby mother was like, "Whoa, what the fuck?"
That's not unbelievable. Like the whole row, your area, if you was talking loud about some conspiracy shit on the phone, that's not ridiculous. The whole restaurant is like that's a movie shit, nigga.
I stood up and everybody in the restaurant was looking at me. Yeah, but the area, it was about 40 or 50 people though. It wasn't a little bit of people. About 40 or 50 people
looking at you.
Yeah.
How loud was you talking? That 40 or 50 people?
I don't know because I was talking. Y'all know how I get. I was just talking. We was in Cheesecake Factory. So
because Cheesecake Factory loud on its own.
I know. That's why I say, like, how did anybody even hear your conversation?
Hey, look here, bro. I don't know.
That's what
y'all see how I talk. Y'all see, even at work, I be having to turn myself down.
But 40, they was all just looking at you.
Yeah, nobody wasn't eating. Everybody was just looking at me. I forget what we was talking about. I forget what the conspiracy at the time was. It was some wild shit though. And YouTube wasn't even out like that. I don't think. It was out, but it wasn't like. It wasn't, everybody wasn't on there. You literally went on there to watch videos. Everybody wasn't posting yet.
No, I want to know what you was talking about.
I don't really remember. It was so long ago. I might have been talking about a bunch of shit at the time.
You stopped 40
I think
niggas.
The first thing I really came into was the sacrifice for fame and shit like that. That's what I can think that I was into at that time. That's probably was like 12, 13 years. Yeah, that's probably what I was into at that time. I talk about the Illuminati and shit. But that back then, it used to scare people to talk about the Illuminati. People used to realize be super afraid to hear you talk about it.
Niggas was everywhere.
But because I had been like going down a rabbit hole and learning about all that shit, for me to look up, everybody around me staring at me. For me, it just like solidified these niggas the Illuminati right here. Everybody in the restaurant, y'all plants, nigga. Man, I ain't mean to make it awkward and shit.
No, you good.
I ain't good, bro.
Front, bro. Be thinking about 5M.
That nigga's a fucking crack whore for a 5M.
I am nah. And now that I found a decent city, I'm like, that's what's up. Because I haven't had a good one in a minute, and I'm looking at the numbers. There's still plus 60 plus in there tonight, right now. I'm like, that's what's up. That's all you really need. It was the shit's still in its infancy.
That shit's dope though. That shit dope.
It was 30 people in there at this time, same time last week. Now people running shit, doing shit, and it's 60 people in there. And we're gonna put on something this week, and I'm gonna need y'all like Sunday. Y'all got
Sunday.
I got work Sunday night though.
You know, I'm perfect because it was Sunday afternoon.
Like that shit dope. And as I'm trying to like get my character down pat, it's hard because Monkey don't know how to talk.
Monkey is the most hilarious nigga.
He break character too much, and I'm like, nigga.
Yeah, he was like, I'm hearing voice. Hold on, shut up, y'all. I'm talking to the voices in my head. Yeah. Don't say that. Don't say that. That shit was fucking hilarious. Like, don't be like I got voices in my head. Not only does it sound fucking crazy, but it sound like you metagaming. Like they're like, what voices in your head? Who are you talking to? Like, if anything, just mute the server. And then he's like, all right, yeah, hold on. I got to mute the server. Like, yo, shut the fuck up and just do it. Don't tell him you about to do it.
Oh, I think it's
that
weird.
Shit had me dying. I was like, yo, I love this thing. I swear to God, that shit is the greatest. Oh, that shit is the greatest. Because he did it with such, and it's like, he just did, like, yeah, this is just what I'm doing.
They got kidnapped and then pulled back up on us in a motherfucking big rig and shit.
How was that?
A full-on expert in the motherfucking shit.
Nigga came through the oil truck. Beep, beep, beep.
Bruh, getting kidnapped was the most funniest shit I've ever, bruh.
Yeah,
not only did they kidnap, bro, these niggas pulled up on me. They all had that superhero costume on with the mask. They all look the same, and they actually pulled out the car. One of the dudes aimed at me, and I was like, whoa, what's going on here? And then you know how like you have to pick up somebody when you take them to the hospital.
Yeah,
that's how he took me and put me in the car. I'm like. So then he's like, we're going to go rob a bank or some shit or something like that. He was like, we're going somewhere. I was like, what's going on? And then so we follow him. He's like, and he's telling me I'm in a hostage situation. And I was like, oh, okay.
They wanted you to act. They were hinting, act like a hostage, nigga.
Yeah, be a hostage. Fucking he's talking to the cops like, hold on, officer. So how is this gonna work? Like, look like, dude, you the hostage. Shut up.
Hey, it was funny. Even the officer, the girl officer, was laughing at me too. Cause I was like, yeah, this is my first time wanting to do this. Like, I was totally in character. It was funny as shit. It was funny. It was funny as hell. That's all I gotta say. Real stupid shit. It was fucking hilarious.
Them robbed. That's why I said he's all nervous. I'm like, oh, that's funny as shit. They do that though. You get held as hostage so they can fucking trade you for like we want a head start. We want a fucking 20-second or a 10-second head, whatever it is, head start. And we want no spike strips and shit like that. And they'll trade hostages for that.
You was a coin from conception.
It's fun though. I've been a hostage. Like I've been at spots of people like, yo, we about to rob a bank. We need you. I'm like, nah, man. They're like, for real. I'm like, nah, fuck it, I'll do it. I'm like, just ask. You don't even gotta. You can just be like, yo, we need a hostage. You want to be? Yeah, that should be fun as hell. As long as you make it fun. Cause some people will be like, all right, for one hostage, we want you to sing, and they'll make the cops sing and shit. I seen people make the cops dance. I'm like, yeah, these motherfuckers really dancing. This shit is hilarious.
I want to do that. See, I'm going to make my empire, criminal empire, in there. Rex trying to be legit, but I want to be Avon Barksdale and shit.
We need both. We need both sides, baby. That's how you run it. We need both sides. Trust me, because the legit side, we're going to funnel money through that. We're going to get that. Stay out of the cops' head. The illegal side is probably going to make more money and shit like that. But in terms of events and keeping a clean face in the city, that's what we... And that's how people don't realize that it's you when you doing shit, because they like, wait, hold on, motherfucker, you already rich. Like, well, that's because we sell drugs and do criminal shit. That's where that money come from. The business at the front. But not really, though. It's legit. It's just fun.
Nah, that shit dope. I like that shit.
It is. I'm happy there's a lot more people been there in the spot now, though. That's what I was looking forward to. The numbers getting up. What up, everybody? What up?
I need to get a keyboard, another new keyboard, because this one fucked up.
Like I said, I missed it. I definitely missed it. Now that I see the numbers coming up, as soon as I see it, I'm like, oh, this is consistent? Yeah, let me put this event together for this Sunday. so that make this name known and then try to get the business. That's the plan, fellas.
That was
About to. What happened?
I was just saying that I had fun. I had fun playing with Book yesterday too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and CD was there too.
Hey, what happened to CD though? I think he left.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, he was like, yeah, he
why?
had to go do something. He said something. Like he had to go for school or something.
I'm gonna need all y'all though. CD, Book, Leak, everybody.
Did Leak ever
It
get
was
in?
just me, you, it was me, you, and Rex at the end of the night. Pause.
What else you got,
Super
Marky?
pause. Shit, I thought you. I mean, I was gonna say, did you want to get into that topic that we talked about?
The streaming topic.
Is that what it was?
The supporter topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read a post on Twitter the other day. I thought it was crazy because like it's like what we've been. But
Oh, I was gonna say Rico just hit a pole.
all right, so this what he said. I ain't gonna say his name because I don't know if he won his name. But he said, let me know what is honest and genuine support for you. I've been going nuts lately to read and see what people expect from others. And what do you think makes you deserve the kind of support you're asking for? What do you invest besides your time streaming?
Was this one of the followers, or just a random person?
No, this wasn't directed at us. This was something that he posted on
Yeah.
Okay.
Make it like this now.
And I just been thinking about that. Like I think about like a lot of the people that have come and gone through the Discord and stuff like that. And a lot of the reasons why they leave is because like some people will join and they'll post their link right after they join, and then they'll say, well, nobody joined my stream, so I left the Discord. You know what I mean? Or people not really trying to build genuine connections. They just want people to come to their stream, and if they don't, then they're gone.
Yeah.
I think that the problem with Twitch is that it's not designed for viewers, right? We want everybody wants a bunch of views, but it's a streaming platform. It's for streamers. And what you have going on is you have a bunch of people who are streamers who are asking other streamers to come and watch their platform. Almost like a currency. I'll come watch you if you come watch me.
Right.
I just think that as that follow for follow, that sub for sub type of thing starts to happen. But the sub for sub thing, I don't know how people do that. Eventually you'll go broke. Trying to sub by the sub. And even follow for follow runs out after a while because to reach 2,000 people that you follow, you got to start deleting people.
I feel like it depends on really the streamer and the content.
Yes.
Because there's some streamer where your content it's an entertaining. It's not just I'm watching with the hopes that you see me watching and you start watching me, you follow, you sub. Some people, it's genuine entertainment. Like when I first started streaming and following people, that's what I wanted it to be about. The people I followed, I wanted them to be people that I actually thought were entertaining, and I would watch their streams just to watch, as opposed to, well, they got viewers or whatever it is. I want them to follow me, kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I want like because there are, especially with like we were talking about 5M and shit like that. Like that's a perfect thing. Grand Theft Auto 5M is a great game you can stream if you have good content, you have good characters, you're doing good shit. Especially if you're doing criminal shit, you're getting into high speed chases with police and all of that. It can watch just like a fucking TV show or a movie sometimes. If it's interesting, if it's funny, if it's the same generic stuff, your content is just you talking to people and in the same music, and you do the same. You just the same group of people just start dancing. Like it's you see that in every stream. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but if you're actually giving me something entertainment, even if it is, hey, we're robbing a bank. If it's not the same bank every day, but we're robbing a different bank every day or some shit like that. We're selling drugs. We're always getting into it with the cops. There's different events that we're showing going on, boxing matches and different shit people are doing. Like that is definitely entertaining. That can be very entertaining. And it's meant to be like entertaining. For me, that's something that I could watch. Other games too, like the average Call of Duty and Fortnite, I've seen that so much. What is entertaining about that other than watching someone play the same game that a lot of other people are playing? Some people are good,
Right.
some people aren't. Some people you watch because I fucks with you and your personality in general. And so when you're playing the game, even though it's a same game that everybody's played and shit like that, I might watch just because I like fucking with you. We talk and shit like that or whatever.
But that means that's different. That's an entertaining person. That's somebody that you can go to the stream and have a good time with. But it's some people that I think sometimes when people choose their content or what they want to put up is based on what they like versus what the people want to see. You know what I mean? And saying that, well, I like to just play Fortnite. I think that as a streamer, as a gamer, that's cool. But as a streamer and you trying to produce content, I think that it take a little bit more work than just saying I'm gonna play Fortnite every day.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And that's what I'm finding is that a lot of the people that are like hungry for views, they don't want to grow their channels organically, is really just people that just are sitting there. They press you out to come to their channel, then you go, and then it's just them looking at the screen.
Yeah. Nobody
Such
likes
such
that.
thanks for following. That's what they do. Such thanks for following. Thanks for following. That's what's up. And then back to the game. Yeah, I'm gonna go over here, and I think they camping out. Oh, what they at? Like we listen to you play a game, and I get it. That's cool, but like interact, make it interesting.
Yeah, they're not putting in the work.
Tell some jokes. Try to be funny. Like give a little personality.
Yeah. Anything. But I just for the person that posted that, like for him to post that, it was one shocking because I'm like, damn, that's the guy for real. But it seems that even if you do have 100, 200 people in your stream at a time, it's still about trying to please individual people.
Yeah.
Instead of just your content. I think that's where the chat becomes a problem. Because in a sense you are trying to please individual people. That's why we have the funny things that they could do and the emotes and stuff is for people to be able to be unique in your chat.
What I feel like is that streaming is a little clicked up too, though.
Oh yeah.
Huh?
Like
yeah.
People's streams and shit, you notice a click. Like there are people who notice other people's comments or certain comments more than others, kind of shit. And it's nothing wrong with that. It is what it is. But
yeah,
it does also give you or make streams almost feel like this real clicky fucking thing, and it can be good and bad. Like for the streamer, if they got a high count of people, they already have a high viewer count. It could be fucking great because all you got to do is say hi or acknowledge somebody who ain't in the click, and they're gonna feel like $1 million. Like, oh shit, motherfucker, okay.
Well, see,
they may want to chat, donate, or do some more just because of that little bit of recognition. But for the viewers, it's like it's clicky. Why we got chat and you only acknowledging this for like, and that, you got to realize like that's what it is. Sometimes shit's just gonna go by quick. And I've seen it's funny because you'll see it. You get to a certain level, and you got. Even the people who like, I'm doing this because I love it, and you'll see when they get to a certain level, especially you got 100 people, a few hundred people 1,000 people in your stream, you get to that point. As much as people say I'm doing it because I love doing this and I love doing it, no, it's a financial thing at that point. Because then you'll start to see that the only people whose messages they're responding to are people who have subscribed, or people who donated to have their messages highlighted, or some shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
and it's like I get that. You got too many people where you can't do it for everybody. And monetizing that, fuck it. If people are going to pay for it, fine. As long as it's nothing ridiculous, I get it. That's cool, but that's what it becomes.
That's
and
what
then
it
that's
is.
what people don't realize. It's all about money.
Sub for acknowledgement. That's what it become at that point.
In a perfect world, this wouldn't even be that. In a perfect world, this would blow up. We'd get to like 1,000 viewers, and we'd be able to take this to like a different fucking medium almost. To where it's not us trying to beg, not even beg, with like the subs and shit like that, to where it's more of just the viewership. Just being here, viewing and enjoying the show is what we're getting paid off. Almost like regular television show.
Yeah, that's my dream too. Because I think that kind of takes away from what we do here. Because if we had to acknowledge every sub, every follow, everything, we would never get any points off. We'd never be able to have a conversation. And I'm willing to grow the channel organically and not buy people or have people try to buy me.
Right. And not like our views. Shit. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of people not gonna like our views, but that's what the
But I see
organic.
people that's hated get a lot of views. So I mean, either they so it can't be about that. Can't be about that shit. But I will say that Twitch is definitely clicky, like you said, and with the that in combination with the Discord, that definitely people join Discords for views, I guess, to get people to come watch them. But I don't know if that's how it's supposed to work though, because if we're all content creators, we can't all watch each other all day long. Y'all, some of y'all stream for 9-10 hours at a time.
Yeah, I don't know how y'all do that. Like,
big fact.
After the first hour, I'm struggling. I'm struggling with you to talk about all of that. I'm struggling. I don't know. I don't know really what they asking for, because some things people be asking for, I'll be like, I just don't know. I build the connections I build genuinely. I don't just be trying to be friends with people for you to come watch my channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
You know, if I didn't fuck with you, you would know it, because you'd be like, I barely talk, you know what I'm saying? Like, I fucks with people. And you can, not even that, not just because maybe I wouldn't fuck with you a lot, but even just when I interact with you, you would hear it. You'd be able to pick up on it. I'd be colder if I didn't fuck with certain people. Or who people I don't fuck with like that. But it's like, nah, I try to be warm and welcome to the peoples I fuck with, even if I don't talk to you all the time like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, honestly, that's
where it is. Yeah. Where as much as it is, you got to do the you feed me, because Boo can't hear. But as much as we're still growing and shit like that, I think that's kind of what it is. I think that's been a downfall too, from what I've seen. Some people are a little fake. Some people do different things to get viewers. One, we don't have the eye candy that other streamers have. And what I mean is,
you ain't got no titties.
Oh, there is Book. Okay, what up, Book?
Oh, shit.
Nah, but yeah, exactly. We don't have titties. We don't have breasts. We don't have cleavage. I haven't worked out consistently, yeah, so I don't even got man boobs to flex on the ladies. Plus, I don't know if it's a whole lot of ladies that be watching the streams like that. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But
Thanks.
What up, bro? But yeah, nah. It just be us talking about the shit we talk about. We don't have, like I said, we don't have some of the same advertisement in terms of the breasts and shit, and we don't pander to certain people or pander to shit. We say shit that can be controversial. Monkey got that covered. Yeah, we getting money tonight, boo. So it's, yeah, I mean, it's just, but we could too. We could. It's just Twitch is a fucking, in my opinion, difficult fucking platform.
It is.
I feel like most of the people who grow on Twitch get their viewers from other places like fucking their Discord and Facebook and TikTok. Like that's what draws people.
But even that's like an MLM. Even that's like a mid-level marketing. Like the top person gets all the views, other people struggle.
Mm-hmm.
How it go. But I don't believe you should be all in the middle of what the people in your Discord are doing anyway. Like if 5 people decide to be friends in here and they all go to each other's streams to watch each other, I'm happy for that. I think that's great.
Yeah.
In my opinion, what I think. Oh, I'll tell y'all later. Never mind. Good idea.
What happened?
No, I just thought of something. I was going to say something and I thought about, no, I'll save it. So I was going to say something like, to grow, in my opinion, like growing your channel organically would be, and I haven't done this, and I know why I haven't done, because I got people that I work with on certain social media, and I don't want them fucking seeing some of the shit I talk about and say, because I'm going to have to fucking argue with them. Or they're going to see me smoke bud and shit, and not that it ain't legal, but fuck them niggas.
That's why we got the guitars.
But, yeah, oh, you're right.
That's why we got the avatar.
The avatar. Nah, but like that, the best way to grow would be to let those people know. Like I've let my brother know, and he's come in once or twice before. But like, let the people you know. If you got 300, 400 Facebook friends that you know because they're your friends you grew up with, like I haven't done it, but you advertise to them because they already know you, and you just keep it consistent. Like every night, this time, here's this is when we're going. Like here's the show, and people fucking check it.
But see, that's what y'all got on me because before the show, I wasn't on social media, like at all.
Yeah.
The only reason why I ever got Facebook was for the Oculus.
Mm.
And now that I got Facebook, I only use it for fucking Facebook Marketplace.
I don't use it at all. I got so many files. I don't even go on that shit like that.
Book said they took down this video the other night because he said
Free Palestine. Yeah, you can't do nothing political. That's why we was in there doing. That's why when we was doing the podcast. Let's get out of here. Only because I know in a lot of them servers they don't want you to get political and shit. Like they want everybody. They want it to be like a safe zone for everybody, regardless of what. It's and I can understand that it's recreational. It should be. No one from any affiliation, none of that should go in and have to feel because you're all role playing and pretending to be something different. So
we can work on something special for 5M.
We could.
We talk about the things going on in the city. Have people send us updates of things that they did, and we can build stories off.
Off of that, or we could talk in general about issues like nah.
We could talk about things that happen in it.
Yeah.
Maybe they can put us on a radio station.
Or what we could do is what I'm hoping is if we get a business, we can lock it up and it'll just be us in the business talking, and people can tune in if they want, but it won't be around nobody. Like we'll be by ourselves, and we won't be with a crowd or nothing like that. It'll just be us talking amongst us. So the only people who would get offended would be people watching on Twitch and not actually in the city. But we could try it. Facebook is there just for the family, or as it is. It's TikTok and fucking Snapchat now. That's where the youngins be at.
Snapchat back?
I guess. I don't know.
Snapchat's still been around. That's actually is the youngins' new playground.
That's because Snapchat got the filters, right?
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Snapchat. I don't know.
That's
when
where everybody.
I had an Instagram page, and when you go to it, you be like, "Oh yeah, definitely."
I started a Twitter and a Twitter. I started. I started a Twitter and TikTok and another Instagram page, just for this. I had Instagram. I had my original Instagram that I had linked to my Facebook has like fucking 5 posts from like 15 years ago, nigga. That's it.
Damn.
I ain't never used that shit. I stopped using Facebook. I would go on Facebook periodically. I stopped after Trump's presidency because I started getting into too many goddamn arguments. I'm like, I'm done arguing with y'all niggas, and I literally just left it alone. I don't fuck with it like that. If you see me post on Facebook, it's because like I was scrolling something on Yahoo or Google or whatever, and like I was reading the article on my phone, and it just gives you the option to post that fucking link on your Facebook, and I did it right from there. But I don't even go on Facebook like that. Like people, birthdays and I ain't wish nigga happy birthday in like 3-4 years. I'm not even.
I ain't never did that on there.
I ain't even on Facebook. I don't go on Facebook. It's nothing personal against nobody. I'm not saying fuck your birthday. I don't be on there.
I can't find it. I mean, a lot of people. I don't talk that much in real life, so I mean, like, I don't have that much to say to y'all on the internet.
Yeah.
Personally, I am out. But you only know in this world. I was talking about that earlier. Your generation only digital world.
I mean, I guess, but I mean, from the stuff I grew up around, I wasn't like in the digital world. I didn't have all that. I didn't have all that stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know. I still feel like I was still using old shit in the new era, and only got newer shit as I got older. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I kind of like. I don't know how to explain it. I get what you're saying though. Yeah, we definitely are part of the part of the digital age and era, and it did grow up around that. But it's like I feel like I'm a little bit more detached from that.
Because you was broke.
Broke, and the family I grew up around.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, like, because that's how everything came out new. I got the old shit after the new. I was like 2 years. My PlayStation was 1 when everybody else's was.
Oh shit!
That's odd.
And I was able to build a very extensive video game library because of that.
It was like Cat Williams boy, like, son, look here, I can get you this Xbox One for $500, no problem. It's gonna come with 1 game, 1 controller. He's like, or I could get you the Xbox 360 or Nintendo 64.
It was still games I hadn't played yet. Y'all niggas talking about these over.
Controllers and about 30-40 games that's already been played, so you know they fun. So I was like, well shit, let's get the Nintendo 64 then. That was you. Nah. Nigga, I don't know how, but I managed to get the system every time. My mom, drug dealer, she got me one sometimes. My grandfather, who was crazy. I never met my biological father, but I met his father when I was like 10. He brought me a PlayStation once. Guilt, Bill. Fuck it. Like, yo, hey Al, call me grandpa. Okay, Al, can you buy a PlayStation? My mama, I was like, I want a PlayStation. My mom was like, ask your grandpa. I don't know him. You ask him. I don't know him. You ask him. She was like, just ask him. He'll get it for you. I felt mad weird. Like, what do you want for Christmas? Oh, you gonna open the door? Appreciate it, my nigga. Thank you. I don't know. Not whatever you want to get. I mean, I was trying to save up to get this PlayStation. I'm 10 years old telling the nigga I'm trying to save up. That's what you wanted? Yeah. Thank you. Nigga, you owe me 10 years worth of presents, motherfucker.
Not me. I got every system I got, except for the Xbox, the first Xbox. I bought that on.
I didn't have a system for the longest time. And my mom and my girlfriend both bought me one for my birthday. What? Nigga stole. I was an adult too. That was funny as shit. I was like 24, 23. I got an Xbox 360 and a fucking PlayStation 3. Life was good.
I got everything.
I was on top of the world. What y'all want to play? Call of Duty on what system? I got it.
That was before cross platforms. Had to have it.
Yep.
Oh man, Oh
I would
man,
bust your niggas ass on
I'm not
Madden
gonna
on
lie,
that
like I like
360.
the
Niggas ain't
competition
wanna
a
fuck
little
with
bit.
me.
Everything. That's why I say ain't even no point to buy a particular system now. Everything do
Get a
everything.
PC.
Huh?
In my opinion, you just get a PC.
Yep.
Because you can constantly update the graphics and shit and all that shit that you need to, and the games are gonna play. Most games will play just as well. Some not. Some games are better and built for console, but you should be alright.
Like what? Like what?
Like the sports games, like 2K, Madden. Those are built for console.
Yeah, I get it.
Those are better on console.
But that's because you play with keyboard and mouse when you play with keyboard and mouse on people.
Even if you were to play with the controller, the sports games tend to be better. I can definitely tell you that about 2K, 100%. 100%. Fuck 2K on PC. I would never try that shit again.
And what was different about it?
It was fucked up. Even on the good graphics, like the shit looked pixelated a little bit. It was laggy. The input was all. It was just whack. It was terrible. I'm like, this is trash. How the fuck do people play this? And then on PC, it's much more prone for hackers and shit like that. Like you don't get hacked. So yeah. So you get motherfuckers who have some kind of hack to where they shot. It doesn't matter where it is, it always goes in. Or like, all right, man, this is fucking 2K. Come on, bro. Really?
On PC, you literally got to find a game that nobody wants to play. If you nobody feels the worth of hacking it, try to be the.
That's true.
Or one where there's so many people that the developers have really put a lot of money into the anti-cheat, anti-hack shit.
Call of Duty seems to welcome them.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I know why, but people will find workarounds for it. But yeah, no, I should just fuck them sports games. Other games too, though. Some games are just optimized when they're built. They're optimized or built originally for the console, and they have to be ported to PC. And I've heard tale of some games that were ported to PC, and it was just a terrible port.
Yeah, that fucking Cyberpunk.
Fuck the Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk was horrible.
It's good now. They got it right.
It was bad.
And you know the fucked up part about it, I bought Cyberpunk on Stadia.
Oh no, for real? It's that old?
Who buys? It's not that old. It's a couple years. Who
Well, I
buys
was
Stadia
when it came
Yeah,
out.
but Stadia, I don't know why Stadia. I think they just couldn't get the contract with better games because Stadia was fucking genius.
It was though.
Stadia was genius. Every game you get on there automatically works. There's no loading up. It goes right to the. I think they just couldn't afford to keep buying new games to put. That's strange because it's Google.
Yeah, that's true, right? They should have a lot of money.
But that was the only one that didn't have no issues when it came out with Cyberpunk. Everybody else had their little issues. Like PlayStation had the biggest issue.
Yeah,
they all had issues. Even the consoles was having issues. Like, oh, what the fuck?
Way worse.
Like, how is this shit glitching like it's a computer game? What the fuck? You be driving, get in the car, like what happened to us last night? Car just flip out of the what? Oh, nigga, I just should just do a 360. Shit was crazy. It's not even next gen updated on PC. It's last generation. Oh man, yeah. It's whack. It's whack, Luke. Absolutely whack. You trying to get in the city tonight too? You trying to get up and make this money? I could put you on, bro. Trying to tell you, I know how to do it.
You get around here peddling your drugs around here. These nice people.
I did a house robbery already. I know about that. I could call my dude and have him tell about the boostage. Whatever you want to know about, I can fucking figure out. I'm sure, man. I already know about boosting. I forgot, but I can figure that shit out again. But we know about the bud. Know about house robberies. Whatever you. Yeah.
Nigga muted itself. Why were you flapping your arms like that? What was that?
Nah, but yeah, man, come and get this money.
Oh yeah, it just does that.
That's
like sometimes it gets too loud, like woo.
Just waving your arms around like you little, huh?
What nigga?
I'm gonna need you next Sunday, or not next Sunday, this Sunday, Leak. if you ain't doing nothing, I'm gonna need you like this Sunday afternoon, bro.
We going in mobbed up.
He worked that day.
Trying to put something together.
It'll be our own gang in it.
We could. I was telling my man,
Your own gang.
my boy, remember my boy Shady? He came in there that first time with his Mo. I was telling him, like, yo, it's like 5 or 6. I didn't even realize it. It just few people started fucking with us. I'm like, yo, we got. He was like, oh shit, you got a little bit, not really, but I was like, it ain't like. I was like, we ain't really like a gang. I was like, but yeah, I said for the most part, I said all them niggas probably gonna be doing criminal shit. Mojo trying to head a criminal enterprise. He probably gonna have them niggas all running criminal shit, which is cool. And then I'm just trying to get that legal shit focused. So we just gonna mix money and all throw that, you know what I'm saying, throw that shit into the pot.
It could be legal too. We gonna designate what everybody do. So
yeah, no, y'all definitely gonna be legal. I'm gonna teach all y'all how to do the shit. I want to run the games. I want y'all to run because that's good money. You could literally take whatever illegal money you make and double it and flip it in just minutes. Fucking running these games that I got in store for y'all.
Leak, what kind of graphics card you got on your computer, bro? Because I was looking on Facebook Marketplace today. I see some graphics cards that they got for pretty nice price. I seen a 1650 on there. I mean a 1660 on there for like $75 and shit.
1660 Ti ain't bad. That's what I have my laptop. That shit is good enough for VR.
I think I got a 6.
That shit is good. That shit is good.
They'll run everything.
That shit is good.
But yeah, they got them for the low, man. They ain't really that
If it's like, oh nigga, fucking use that shadow PC that Monkey was running.
Yeah, niggas be
Yeah,
scared of that shadow
I
PC.
told him about that. I told him about that.
Yeah, I know.
When you think about it, it's not much different than actually buying a PC. You know what I'm saying? Like you think about it, $30 a month. You pay for a full-on PC after about 3 years of having it. So either you use it over time or you can big chunk and buy your own. I think it's a genius system. I think for people that don't have consoles and wanting to get in a PC game, I think Shadow's the best way to go. They ain't even paying me to say this, but if they do happen to pay,
that's made it for us, so you should be good then. I'm sorry, Mo, I didn't mean to interrupt. Apologies.
yeah, but they be saying gaming laptop, but they be having like a 980. Maybe you need some RAM.
It might have been. Yeah, that's what I see. That's what they do. They come cheap, and you can usually upgrade like the RAM and storage. Because I bought mine. It was the Predator Helios gaming, straight up gaming laptop. Graphics was good, but it originally came with like 16 gigs of RAM, which for a lot of games ain't really shit. You got to run just the game by itself, like especially most AAA games. You know what I'm saying? So I updated it.
I got the Nitro 5, and that's not. It wasn't sold as a gaming laptop, but it was sold as
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what you can use for, but it was more geared towards graphic design and shit like that.
What year? What year? That's just. So I know mine was 2019. Yeah.
Well, as far as my actual.
Because depending on the year, that shit is billed as a gaming laptop. No, gaming is big now, but that Acer, that Nitro 5 is billed as a gaming laptop now. We know, Boo. You told us.
Do everything. Excited about it.
Hell yeah.
That Shadow, man, I'm telling you, anybody trying to get into it just makes more sense. Because even with the fucking Xbox, you got to pay every fucking experience. I think that's crazy that Xbox still makes. Don't y'all gotta have Xbox Live to even game online?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Xbox always was like that. PlayStation Network used to be free, and then they stopped. They started charging.
Yeah, so like I remember.
But what Xbox was doing is they was giving you free games.
Yeah, that's the caveat. There is the caveat.
They was giving, and not just like you could play while it was open, but they still do it. They give you 2 free games or 3 free games every month.
But you still have to pay every month. You can never take a month off. Still be
No, you gotta pay it. You gotta pay every month.
That's why PC best thing, man. Because along with having to pay your Xbox Live, right? You then have to pay for whatever game you play. And mostly I play Call of Duty. I play Fortnite. You gotta play for Game Pass.
Mojo,
DLC and all that shit.
you got Game Pass?
Right? I mean, I didn't pay for it. That's what I'm saying. I don't use none of the games on there. Like literally, I play like one game a month. I put my attention in one game a month. I might go back and revisit other. I put my focus in about one game a month. Game Pass has no use for me. I'll just buy the game.
Yeah, see, I play 2K.
Yeah, true shit though.
Plus, I do be playing some of the games that are on it. Like, I'll look and see what they got, especially on the PC, and I'll play them shits.
Like Exo Primal and shit.
Like every once in a while, if I'm bored, I'm like, it's perfect. Let me find something I can fucking rock with, because they'll have a bunch of them. Like, I didn't even know this shit was on here. I remember they had Skate or some shit on there. I was like, I ain't even played this shit in a minute. Busting my ass. It was trash on.
There's nothing wrong with it, but it's just like I don't play enough of the games that they have on there for to really make out paying for it every month. Somebody tell me something on there. If it's a game I really like, I'm just gonna buy the game. I don't have to worry about Xbox Live hitting me every. I used to think about that, and I got like that because on Stadia they give you free games, but if you buy the game, you don't have to pay for Stadia that month. Pay for Stadia Plus or something like that. But I found myself only playing PUBG. So I'm like, I paid $15 a month every month to play the only one game. I should just buy the fucking game. When I bought the game, the other games that they was giving me, I didn't even have no use for them. I was only.
I use Xbox. So I use Xbox. Oh. So that's why I pay for it, because I actually use the online service.
Yeah, you still play on your Xbox.
Yeah.
Xbox 10 times better than what, boo? Than
PlayStation.
PC? Oh, than PlayStation? I don't think that's even an argument anybody's going to make. What is the purpose of buying a PlayStation now?
What do you mean?
Like,
yeah, to play. What do you mean?
What's the purpose of buying a PlayStation?
Yeah,
I mean,
because like
I've been PlayStation all my life, so I would buy it.
PlayStation exclusive games too, but like, yeah,
but they're not even exclusive no more.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Because they don't have exclusives like Xbox do.
They're not exclusive no more. So what are you talking about? If you look at what's about to happen, it looks like they're about to get absorbed. Like there won't be a PlayStation 6.
No, hell no, bro. If there is, I'm gonna fucking do a backflip, bro.
They'll move all their studios to the software. They won't develop any more hardware.
That don't make no sense.
Yeah, Spider-Man. I was gonna say they got the exclusive Spider-Man games. Definitely got that.
Which ones? Miles Morales and Spider-Man, regular Spider-Man. I got that.
Nah, they got other ones. They got like most of the Spider-Man games, Spider-Man 2 and all them shits. Them shits is PlayStation exclusives.
But I thought they open market all of those. I thought the only thing that was left was God of War.
Nothing.
Now God of War is on PC.
No, I thought Sony still has some exclusives.
I don't know. I don't know if they had them like that anymore.
The Spider-Man.
Yeah. See,
but then that's still only one game. What else?
I don't know. I don't play on PlayStation, so I couldn't tell you.
I don't see a purpose for. Like they lost the race.
I mean,
you know what?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, unless they have like
sold more consoles than Xbox. PlayStation 4 did, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, that's when they were still winning the race then. I think they was. But see, Xbox went through 360 and Xbox One when PlayStation was still on full.
Nah, because the 360 was the PlayStation 3.
Nah, 360 was PlayStation 3, but they were still rocking the 360 during that PlayStation 4. That Xbox One didn't come out.
Oh yeah, the transition.
Yeah, it didn't come out till way after the PlayStation.
It wasn't way after. It was like a year or something.
That's
a
whole Christmas, bro. What you talking about? You know how much money they missed out on that?
Yeah, right.
No,
They
right,
already
right.
own PlayStations at that point. They had the actual mother for a whole nother system the next year around. That's why the one didn't do that great in the whole race. It had a lot of flaws. Niggas were turning off your Xbox.
No, for real. From their own house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Real shit. Scary shit too. I used to, man.
Niggas Xbox was
Like
getting hacked,
that's
all
my
that shit. It was a
PlayStation.
bunch of shit going on with Xbox. They got it right with this one y'all got right here.
I mean, there's multiple services now that do all the stuff that the console were doing. So it's like no point for console for real. I ain't gonna lie, like I'm not really going back to console. Like I'm gonna keep upgrading from a laptop going to a PC, and then it's gonna go up from there. That's how I look at it.
I seen a vicious ass gaming laptop for 125, but the screen fucked up. And side joints.
I could have got if I bust down for that one and then had this
All you
one.
gotta do is plug up the HDMI.
Exactly. All the shit I got.
You could tell Cuz don't even know what he got. Talk about 120. Like every bit of $900 in it. You don't know that you. I wasn't gonna tell him.
What? Cause the screen messed up.
Screen messed up, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna give him the sauce. I'm not gonna give him the keys, bro.
Just like them snacks from RP last night.
Yeah, nah. The Xbox One and the PS4 came out like the same year.
The Xbox One?
The Xbox One, yes. Microsoft launched the original Xbox One on November 22nd, 2013. The redesigned Xbox One S came to town on August 2nd, 2016.
But that
And
don't make sense because
the
PlayStation
was
2 was
November
out.
15th. PlayStation 4 is November 15th, 2013 in North America.
Xbox One, the regular Xbox came out how long after PlayStation 2?
The regular Xbox, I don't remember.
Maybe that's the one. I know that joint came out, but I know that PlayStation was up 2 on Xbox. I don't know. Oh,
Fuck him. Sorry, no.
huh?
No, I said fuck him, but I'm just kidding.
Any y'all in here? What's up, y'all? What's up?
10 people was good. What's happening?
1,000 for the honey buns. Honey
Yeah.
buns.
Who's selling they sold for 3 honey buns? What's going on?
All right, yeah. So the PlayStation 2 came out in 2000, and then the Xbox 360 came out in 2005.
With the first Xbox.
Well, I don't remember when the first Xbox came out, but the first Xbox.
I mean, the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 was out when the Xbox was out.
2001. So it literally launched a year after the PlayStation 2. The following year.
Then the 3 came out and PlayStation 3 came out.
I don't know. Let's see.
I'm just trying to see which
2006. So the 360 came out, and then the next year the PlayStation 3 came out. And then it was the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One at the same time. Yeah, so it was first the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, then the Xbox One, then the Xbox 360, then the PlayStation 3, and then 4, and that's where we're at now.
PlayStation 3 is when PlayStation.
PlayStation have been taken over. What do you mean? Xbox didn't even catch up. Xbox still hasn't caught up in terms of consoles. Like PlayStation always sold more than Xbox.
When the Xbox
always
came out, I don't know. They was
it
capitalizing
might have
on that multiplayer. That multiplayer, they had capitalized on that.
But PlayStation was still going hard. Like
they was throwing out bangers. They was throwing out banger solo games. But that multiplayer shit, Xbox was the start of that shit. Even though PlayStation 2 did have a version of it.
With Halo and all of that shit, but PlayStation was still banging. Like it was.
They was throwing out hitters.
Because Xbox, you had to pay for it still, and in the PlayStation 3, it was like that shit was still free. Where Xbox, you had to pay.
Well, you had to pay with the Xbox 360, not with the regular Xbox. They had a free version, and then they had a gold membership that you had to pay for with extra perks and shit. Play online, you didn't have to.
Really?
And then they started out where you can buy every game you bought gave you it gave you a free month of Xbox Live and shit. Started to adapt to pay for it. Oh no, maybe you did have to pay for it. I remember with Halo, I remember that little hold on the book in the box and shit. You had to pay. Maybe I just didn't pay for it. I had about 12 games. That's a month subscription for
I said my man's had the whole library.
Yeah.
But when I was able to buy stuff for myself, I bought the things that I didn't have when I was a child and shit. So I ain't had.
I didn't start playing online until PlayStation 3 and the Xbox fucking 360. Like I played Halo with friends and shit, but we didn't play. We started playing online, I guess, but motherfucker had to have that subscription.
We wasn't just Halo. We was playing SOCOM. We was Ghost. Rainbow Six Las Vegas. Xbox has some fingers on it.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
I still run that Rainbow Six shit. All right, let's get out of here, man.
Let's get out of here.
I know. Scratching is.
Nah, not really.
I know, right? He's like, I need that 5M.
I just looked at the player count. I'm like, I'm good. It's only like 44 something. It ain't 77 no more.
Still going. I can go in there. I gotta go get a drill and shit. I go set mine. I invest in that. Find a way to. I gotta get the drill, so I got first. So I can rocks. Oh, I think I got another. I got a house lock pick though. What I do with that?
You go to the dude by the airport that I showed you, and get the house, and then you go over to the spot where the house is at, and you go pick the shit.
Book, meet me in there, bruh. We about to go rob some houses.
I told you just last night, bro. We about to get that money. Yeah, I got some shit I gotta go sell that I got from robbing houses. Figured out how to break into the safe. You just gotta be quiet. You don't want the alarm to go off.
What up, yo?
What up, Nick?
What up, yo, bro? I'm not buying no more honey buns from them damn corner stores in GTA, bro. Fuck all that bullshit, bro.
I'm about to buy all the honey buns. Nah.
Bro, that shit costed me an arm and a leg, bro. I walked out that bitch with 4,000 left in my fucking bank account, bro. That shit was some bullshit.
So many damn honey buns.
Cause I thought them shits was gonna be like $2, $3.
They're like $20, $30. They're not crazy.
Yeah, I bought 75 of them bitches.
I don't know why.
Why did you buy 75 of them?
You don't need 75 fucking honey buns, silly. You mad at the game for you doing that? You bought 75 motherfucking honey buns, nigga.
You mean to buy no honey bun, bro? A honey bun's a honey bun, bro. You don't get no honey buns other than the honey bun, bro.
Stupid.
A honey bun's a honey bun, you feel me? Like,
I'm about to go put you on the how you break into houses, and then from there you can sell weed.
Oh
We gotta get
yeah,
a
we
burner
about to.
phone.
We
I
about
need
to
a
get.
burner phone. I didn't find a burner phone.
Bro, I was talking to Moiko the other night, bro.